Steve, all right, mate? Good to see you. And thanks for being a Beatfreeks champion. So what, being a Beatfreeks champion, what does that mean to you?
I guess it's me helping in some way, in any way that I kind of can, really, by endorsing something that I think is important. And I guess doing your bit, you know, that kind of way of the projects that you're talking about leading and setting up and running, I think are important. So if I can help by popping up and doing what I'm doing, then I will.
Nice one. And you mentioned how important it is to do stuff like that. How important do you think it is for young people to be involved in the arts, particularly obviously poetry, which is what you're good at?
Thank you very much. I mean, I think that it's just about awareness. Do you know what I mean? So it's you're not. It's just more of a chance and a possibility of turning a light on in somebody who wouldn't have necessarily come to it, because there's such, in my experience, such weak arts provision across the board, particularly in schools. It's just, if I'd have known that there were things like this in existence, I'd have started a lot earlier than I had done. And I think the idea of kind of like just showing people that these things exist, anybody with a slight inkling or something that they've not really been able to understand or explain before or express, will jump at the chance, and then they can take it as far as they want. It's up to them. I think it's more about like showing people rather than, you know, making them do stuff.
Absolutely, and so you think it's a good gateway for young people?
Well, of course. I mean, because you know, performing arts covers more or less anything that you want to that involves you generating something and sharing it with an audience. So, and that, you know, the empowerment of that is one thing, and that is great. But then the idea that you could just, you can broach different subjects with it. You can as a social kind of tool, as it were. It's just like the relationships and the idea of collaboration, which I think is essential, comes so quickly through the arts. Conversations about, if we're working on a piece together and we're making something, then you can tick up umpteen educational boxes, but at the same time, it's just fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just it's addictive.
Yeah.
In the best possible way, I think.
And do you think it provides loads of other life skills for young people involved? So not just as a performer, but in everyday confidence, communication, other life skills.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, you're going to say confidence, the kind of the big one, but I think even more than that, it's an ability to want and crave dialogue, to want to collaborate, to want to hear what other people's ideas are and share your ideas, and then work on something together without, you know, there's a lot of grooming at the minute of people kind of like having to represent themselves and sell themselves and push themselves out, where if you're generating a conversation, all the best work I've ever generated has been as the result, has come from a collaboration. Do you know what I mean? I'm proud of the kind of bits that I started making, but stuff that I'm really proud of has involved, you know, multiple dialogues with different people from different forms, and I think that if you're instilling that, then people then choose how far and when they take it. So I think that's a kind of, can't go wrong really.
Nice one. Cool, Steve. Thanks very much. Oh, sorry, Polar Bear. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.